If you have watched Revenge of the Sith, I'm sure you have heard about Darth Plagueis the Wise, but you might not know the origin or how he truly died. So this is his story. Plagueis was a male Mune, born on the frozen planet Mygeeto. There, Plagueis was known as Higo the Mask. While growing up, he primarily interacted with his mother, since she helped him learn more about living as a Mune. When Higo reached the age of 5, he discovered his connection to the Force. He often began using it to trick other children and adults into doing his bidding. However, as time passed, the trickery turned darker, and eventually, he twisted the mind of a Mune youngling, convincing him to jump out of a window, which led to his demise. Because of his twisted nature, Higo's parents handed him over to a male Bith named Rugus Gnome, who was secretly also known as Darth Tenebrous. However, this was all part of the plan, as Tenebrous had made a deal with Higo's parents. Tenebrous took Higo under his wing and honored him with the title of Sith. Higo then decided to go by the name Darth Plagueis. For years, they ruled as master and apprentice, and Plagueis learned the ways of the dark side of the Force way quicker than Tenebrous had anticipated. Eventually, after a fatal mistake by his master, Plagueis decided to break Tenebrous's neck, and rightfully according to the rule of 2, he acclaimed the title as the new master. In his quest to take down the Jedi once and for all, he used one of the ideals of Darth Bane, who realized that to eliminate them, the Sith must infiltrate their order from the inside, instead of using brute force as many other previous Sith had attempted. Plagueis began building a highly influential political infrastructure specifically around the planet Naboo and Coruscant. While all this was happening, he also crossed paths with a young boy, who would later become his apprentice, and eventually be recognized as the infamous Darth Sidious. With his obsession to eradicate the Jedi, Plagueis ordered Sidious to be his eyes, ears, and political puppet within the sphere of the Republic, to grow trust, power, and influence, something Palpatine was very successful at doing. However, years later, after a long evening of celebration, Darth Plagueis and Sidious went to his penthouse. Throughout the night, they both kept on drinking and talking. But at one point, Palpatine saw that Plagueis' consciousness was fading due to the obsessive drinking. Having grown too comfortable with his power and influenced by alcohol, Plagueis ignored the apparent danger ahead of him, something which Sidious took advantage of. Right there and then, Palpatine used the Force to torture Plagueis with a powerful Force lightning, mocking him for his blindness and ignorance, before eventually killing his master. And thus the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise concluded.